Hello, this is Bobby Tewksbary with AB Athletic Development. Tonight I'm going to talk about balance in the body and what it means to be back. I just want to apologize for my voice. It's a little sore tonight, so hopefully you can hear me fine. I'll do my best. I have some water in case I have to take a drink. Typically when we talk about getting back in a throw or a swing, we're talking about lining up the body so that where our shoulders and our hips are in line with our target. So we're splitting the body in half, kind of down the nose through the belly button, down the spine. So when we stride to make our throw, we have the back side of our body, we have the front side of our body. What I want to talk about tonight is how we also have another back where we're splitting the body front to back, heel side and toe side. So that when we throw, we need to transition the back from a lateral front to back to a more front to back. So try to follow that wording a little bit. Simple drill to show this is we're just going to start with the ball extended behind us. Very simple. And all we want to do is try to get a feel for direction. Now, when we talk about hitting, we talk about throwing, we say we want to get back, and hitting, often we say, let's stay back. What does it mean to stay back? Nobody ever tells us what it means to stay back. So, when we are creating direction with our throw, we want to get behind our throw. Just like when we hit, we want to get behind our swing. We want to get behind the ball. So this is dealing with weight shift, it's dealing with direction. And almost alignment and orientation shift that I'm going to try to show, which isn't very easy. I don't understand that. Excuse me. So, with this drill, very simple. Start with the ball, just extend it back. It can be down, up, it doesn't really matter. The key is we're going to take the ball from this extended position and go behind our head. Simple, just flex the arm. Don't worry about external rotation, internal rotation. Just put the ball behind your head. As you're putting the ball behind your head, I want you to step open and let your weight kind of feel like it gets under your heels a little bit. The point of this is to feel in a directional change in how your arm has to travel toward your target, but also a weight shift change where it's back, right side, to back, back side. So the drill is like this. You just put the ball behind your head, step forward, and now the only thing my arm has to do is go forward. If I do it this direction, I start the ball about here. I'm going to step forward, and then I can make my throw a good direction. And if you saw the picture from one of the posts I made earlier, the most important video I made when I'm pivoting on my heel to throw, there's a frame where the ball is kind of behind my shoulders, behind my hip line, when my hips, my pelvis is completely turned towards my target. So when I do this, it's an exaggeration. It's not eventually how we're going to throw, but it establishes the feel that we want. And it will get the lay back, the turnover, the part where the elbow is back, and the ball trades places without leaking forward with rotation. Because what most kids do is they start to throw, and the ball will come forward when the elbow comes forward. What this does is, if we're going with the ball behind our head, the elbow is going to kind of start back a little bit, but it trades places. So, if we're looking at lines, the elbow's at this line, the ball's at this line. It will trade places without leaking forward. And this is something that is seen in high-level throwers. It's something that if you try to match video, it's very difficult. If you're thinking internal rotation, external rotation, you're trying so hard to get the arm back, but it never gets there. If you're rotating to throw, it doesn't get there. And something that I struggle to find, excuse me, something that I struggle with, trying to match Tim Lincecum out, doing all this stuff, just messing around, getting on a mound, and I always had 2 or 3 frames where he kept going back and I was leaking forward. So what I'm finding is that it's a directional change, an orientation shift, where my arm going this way, my arm going back is just a matter of directional change, so that my arm action never has to stop. It goes this way, my body turns, and then I can make a throw in the direction that I'm going. Let me do one towards the camera, that's what I was getting at. Start the ball back, and just step open. Just open up your hip, open up your shoulders towards the target. And let the ball get behind you. From here, all I have to do is throw forward. And the throw becomes more product of extension of the arm, internal rotation, and pronation. Which are safe for the elbow because we're not snapping this UCL as our arm extends. The more you exaggerate this, the more you get the feel. We don't want to be stepping away from our target. We don't want our momentum, our weight shifting away, because now I'm getting left side, and that's not the point of what we're doing. That's what a couple kids are doing that today, where they step left. But you can really start to see my direction getting thrown off versus controlling the movement and having control of where my weight shift is going. So let me do that another thing. If I step to the left as I'm opening up, my weight shift is going to my left foot. It's not shifting back to my heels, so I'm still behind my throw. And hopefully you can see that on the video. Is that coming out all right? I have a witness here with me tonight, so you can see that. You can see that. I'll do it this way. So it's not, I'm not stepping away. If you can tell with my foot, I'm not like rocking on my heel and going this way. That's the whole reason my heel was staying on the ground in the other video. So when I brought the ball up, my heel was closest to my target, so it had to turn there to get my pelvis to go forward. And the pivoting was happening in my back hip. So with this drill, you're going to go more on the edge of your foot. The ball's going to go up, and I'll start throwing a couple balls here. The ball's going to go up and then go forward. It should feel very smooth. I just knocked over my water here. It should feel very smooth when we do this. So it comes up, goes forward. Comes up, goes forward. And the more you can kind of exaggerate staying back and feeling directional change. I won't throw it forward because I'll throw it over the TV. So again, coming up, throwing forward. Coming up, throwing forward. Can't throw that way because it's drywall. Just dry. So this, again, relax the arm, let it extend, open, put the ball behind. Open, put the ball behind, create better direction. Get yourself open to the target. Let yourself feel getting to here.